Welcome back to episode 2 of Will This Tractor Run? We ran into an issue last time after getting a new coil, cap, rotor, rebuilding the distributor points. We're having a wiring issue, so we're going to start with pulling the power wire to the starter, the positive battery terminal cable, negative battery terminal cable, and then we're replacing a hot wire from the battery terminal cable to the voltage regulator gauge, and we're gonna make them all new. So let's get to it. So this big one is the positive battery terminal cable. That's one. This other one that came off of it, this is the hot wire that I was talking about that we are going to make. Wait till I show you guys this cable. This is the starter cable. And one thing you guys will see me tend to do is I will put a lot of hardware back to where it goes, just so I don't lose it. All right, so now that's what we need to take out on the right side of the tractor. Let's move on over to the left. So we're here on the right side of the tractor now. So you have the starter connection, which we're gonna take that off here. And then this is that hot wire I was talking about. It just runs up right through here and it connects to that gauge, which I'll throw a little circle around that. We're gonna be working on getting this off first, and then we're going to move up top and pull off the negative battery terminal connection. Alright, so now we're going to pull off the negative battery terminal, and we're going to pull off this gauge right here. It's a very terrible ground. Apologies if you can't see this. I can't really see the camera screen right now. I'm a little too far away for Wi-Fi to connect it. I just went for a ride. Didn't break though. Gotta love a tough GoPro. All right, so the gauge is out, and then the last thing that we're gonna do is pull the key switch, which I think I'm gonna need to grab a crescent wrench. I caught you that time. All right, so I'm making an executive decision here. I'm gonna pull all of the wiring from the alternator all the way up here, including the distributor. So let's get that going. All right, so we've gotten everything into the garage. So we have the main wiring harness with pretty much all of the wires on it, and then those select 4 that we took off the tractor. So the positive terminal cable, the cable to the starter, the main jump cable of power to the resistor setup, and the negative battery terminal cable. We got those all over here set to the side. Right here on this table, I have the main wiring harness that has everything else like the key switch, gauges, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to set up the camera. We're going to do a time lapse. We're going to be making some new cables for the rest of that, or for those 4 that I named. And then we're going to try and figure out what's going on with this main harness and see if we can get it all dialed in. All right, so we were on the tractor and I wanted to show you this. So you have this end right here. They just use like a piece of hose around this as the insulator. Like, it's obviously been killed by the desert and just the heat of Arizona. Oh, goodness. But yeah, it's definitely, this is the cable that went from basically the starter switch to the starter. All corroded. We're getting new. I'm making new cables, so I should probably grab a trash can while I'm here. This is that main power wire I was talking about that is on the other side of the starter switch. Connects to the resistor plate right here. Or no, it doesn't connect to the resistor plate. This actually connected to, hold on, I dropped it, that's why it wasn't on my mind. So that connected to one of these, specifically it was this one. The stud for the charge discharge gauge. And then from here, this connected, I'm trying to remember. I have the footage for it. Because I remember that there was a reason. Ah, connects right here. Okay, yep. I just haven't really laid out all of the wiring yet. So it connects to this little tiny cable, then it basically, this came off of the resistor plate, so I was right. This was in there like this, right? So we're definitely having to find something to replace this resistor plate. And we're going to just basically check the continuity of all the wiring here. If something isn't good, we're going to end up remaking it. I really should just remake this whole thing and then install it. But I don't know if I have all the stuff for that. So let's get to testing. Back to the time lapse. Alright, so what you saw there towards the end was just like me getting like kind of frustrated with the wiring harness for the tractor. I made a trip down to Tractor Supply, which is about 20 minutes away. Got a new key switch, or ignition switch, and amperes gauge, just so we can finish tying in everything together. What makes me mad is that the tractor does not have the correct alternator on it. It has like a 5-wire alternator. It only needs one. It only needs one. So having to fix all of that wiring kind of gets annoying. So we're just going to get to the better of it. We're going to start making some cables. My dad should be home soon, so we can make the battery terminal cables and the thicker cables. I'm going to work on getting all the smaller ones done. All right, so we've put in a good amount of work getting some wiring redone on this tractor. We just connected the battery terminals, everything's all hooked up. Let's see if she starts. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're at the point where it's just not getting spark. We're gonna grab a spark plug, like an inline spark tester. We're gonna get that hooked up on one of the cylinders. We're gonna see if turning it over, it'll start, and like actually send a signal to the spark plug. I might have the distributor backwards. Not entirely sure. We'll figure it out as we go. So I just want to pause this real quick. Look at my dumb face. I don't know what I'm doing. When I rebuilt the distributor, I messed it up. I didn't verify that the points were working correctly when the distributor was spinning. So we ended up pulling the distributor off this night and resetting the points and its clearance to the proper spec. I don't have footage of it. My apologies. Let's skip to the next day.
The next day.
That doesn't sound healthy. everybody, the tractor does start and run now. I had a little bit of an oil leak, which is why I didn't really film. I just wanted to get it up here into the driveway to get that fixed. We're gonna have to replace the oil pressure gauge and the line that goes to it. Yeah, so hopefully in a coming video we can go pick up the rest of the stuff that goes with the tractor from when we bought it, and then I'm gonna take a little time and clean it up today. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know down in the comments below what you really liked about it, and we can try and keep that going forward into future videos. If you don't like the video, just hit that thumbs down button and let me know down in the comments, like, what I gotta fix, what you guys want to see more of. We got a lot of projects coming up. I look forward to sharing them with you all. I will catch you in the next video.